Show and Tell Saturday. I fairly recently switched over to Linux on my PC. I discussed it at length on the vlog, and there were a couple of things that I had to... Well, there were a couple of compromises that I had to make to do so. I still feel it's been worth it, but, you know, there's been a few things that I've had to live without. Affinity Suite being one of them. Very, very important to me, but, you know, I can run things in a virtual machine, so it's not a massive deal. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. The Elgato Stream Deck I've got does not work at all under Linux, so again, virtual machine for that. And my Elgato HD60 Pro capture card, which is the one that I've used, well, the whole time I've had a... Not the whole time, but it was my capture card for a long, long time. And it pretty much did everything that I threw at it, and once again, doesn't work under Linux at all. There are no drivers or anything for it. So I switched to a Blackmagic Deck Link card, and that works, but it's very, very limited as to what it can capture, resolution-wise. So basically it'll do 720p or 1080p. Anything other than that is a no-go. Which, when you consider the fact that I capture from various retro systems with various different resolutions, yeah, kind of a problem. So, friend of the show, E.T., recommended this fella. This is not something that I perhaps would have gone for myself, but he recommended it, and so I thought I'd give it a try. And for about £24, that includes shipping, you know, it was cheap enough that I was willing to give it a go, and, well, if it didn't turn out to be any good, return the darn thing. So it captures up to, I want to say this does 4K? Maybe I didn't get the 4K version because I've no use for 4K. Like I said, capturing retro systems, completely no use for me. But I can't remember, this might be the 4K one. I got the specific one he pointed out just to make sure it was the right one. Yeah, USB 3.0, 60Hz video capture, I think it says. Made of metal, so already good build quality. It's a solid unit. And it takes a HDMI input, no outputs or anything, so it's not got a pass-through, which is a bit of a shame. I did like that about the HD60 Pro. Not that I ever used the pass-through, but, you know, it would have use cases should I need them. But whatever. I don't have it, and the Deck Link doesn't have it either. Connects by USB, and I was a bit concerned when I first opened the package because I thought, hey, this is supposed to be USB-C. Didn't look hard enough, did I? Yeah, USB-C, and it's got this optional adapter thing, which is quite good. And again, nice build quality on this thing. Not that I need it. So yeah, connects directly to my computer with USB-C. Beautiful. And that's it. That's the device. This is remarkably similar to the EasyCap, which I showed off about a month ago now on the main channel. It was my first foray into capture cards and capturing video from external sources. That was a piece of junk. This is the exact opposite because, well, did a stream with it yesterday, last night. Streamed from the N64, and it worked a treat. We were able to play Ocarina of Time directly through this using the OBS window capture, which usually, I mean, I think there was a few frames of input lag. I noticed it, but it was still totally playable. And considering the circumstances, I'm impressed. Not only that, but it can see a variety of resolutions from my retro PCs, and it shows me them. It works with them, no problem at all. It just does whatever you chuck at it. Somebody on Mastodon did send me a list of DOS games with weird resolutions, so I want to really put this thing through its paces and see exactly what it can do, and there may well be a proper video in that. But, you know, for my purposes, and for the vast majority of what I'm going to be recording, this seems to work really, really well. So I do plan on doing a full-on video on this, because I think it's... I am a big fan of helping people save money, and if something like this helps somebody to start streaming or YouTubing, then hey, that's great, isn't it? And the thing is, there's so many cheap capture cards out there that it's really hard to disseminate which ones are actually good and which aren't. So having that recommendation has been really helpful, and so if I can give that to somebody else, then that's even better, isn't it? And the fact is, the big thing is that it works perfectly under Linux, which, you know, another great point. So yeah, that's my new capture card. It does have a name. It's on Amazon. It's called the New Hope, but nowhere on the package does it say New Hope, and it didn't even come in a box or anything. Literally, when I received it, it was in a brown paper bag with handles, but it had been taped up to look like a package. It was very strange, and yeah, it was just in a plastic bag inside the bag. So no actual packaging or instructions or anything like that. But it doesn't need them because you just plug it in and plug your HDMI source in. It doesn't need any drivers, and away you go. So yes, that's my new capture card, and I am looking forward to putting it through its paces even more, because on Monday we're doing a shareware stream. There you go, a little teaser for you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.